Is the protein bar in your gym bag even real food anymore? What if I told you that some of the most popular protein bars in Australian supermarkets are loaded with sugar alcohols that cause gut distress, artificial sweeteners linked to metabolic dysfunction, and so much soy protein isolate that you are essentially eating processed industrial waste? These are the bars marketed as healthy. These are the bars fitness influencers promote. These are the bars Australians trust because the packaging says high protein and low carb. Except the ingredient lists tell a completely different story. I spent weeks researching formulations, consumer complaints, and scientific studies on protein bar ingredients. What I discovered shocked me. Products that Australian families buy, thinking they are making a healthy choice, contain maltitol linked to digestive chaos, sucralose that damages gut bacteria, and palm kernel oil extracted using gasoline-like solvents. The most insulting part is the marketing. The packaging screams health and fitness, while the fine print reveals a chemistry experiment. Let me take you through the worst offenders. Number 1. Musashi High Protein Bar. This one hurts because Musashi has been a trusted Australian sports nutrition brand since 1987. The iconic packaging sits in every gym, every supplement store, every supermarket fitness aisle. Australians have trusted Musashi for decades, but here is what the ingredient list reveals. The bar contains what they call a Musashi high protein blend, making up around 55% of the bar. It sounds impressive until you look at what is actually in that blend. The blend lists hydrolyzed collagen protein, calcium caseinate, soy protein isolate, whey protein isolate, and soy protein nuggets. 5 different protein sources blended together. Collagen is listed first in some flavors, meaning it is the most abundant protein. Collagen is extremely low in leucine, the amino acid most critical for muscle protein synthesis. If you are buying a protein bar for muscle building, collagen is not the protein you want as the primary source. Leucine matters most for muscle growth. The bar also contains soy protein isolate, a highly processed protein that manufacturers use because it is cheap. Research has raised concerns about soy protein isolate being processed with hexane, a petroleum-derived solvent. Hexane is a worrying processing aid. Then there is the chocolate coating containing maltitol. Maltitol causes notorious digestive issues: gas, bloating, diarrhea, cramping. The packaging even includes a warning that excessive consumption may have a laxative effect. Consumer reviews describe severe stomach cramps within 30 minutes of eating a single bar. When you eat Musashi thinking you are fueling your workout, you are consuming collagen as a primary protein source, industrial soy protein, maltitol that destroys your digestion, and sucralose that disrupts your gut microbiome. Number 2. Quest Protein Bar. Quest has achieved cult-like status in fitness communities. The packaging promises 20 grams of protein with minimal net carbs, but the bars contain sucralose as their primary sweetener. Sucralose is 600 times sweeter than sugar, and it was discovered while researchers were developing insecticides. According to research published in peer-reviewed journals, sucralose may reduce insulin sensitivity and alter gut microbiota composition. Quest bars also use soluble corn fiber to achieve those low net carb numbers. Quest was sued in a class action lawsuit because the fiber they used was shown to increase blood sugar rather than offset carbohydrate absorption like traditional fibers would. The bars contain erythritol, another sugar alcohol, and recent research published in major medical journals has raised questions about its cardiovascular effects. Consumer reviews describe Quest bars as causing painful gas and severe digestive distress. One reviewer said the gas smells like death. The texture is frequently criticized, described as rubber mixed with chemicals. Number 3. Cliff Builders Protein Bar. Cliff positions itself as wholesome outdoor adventure fuel. The brand imagery shows rock climbers and hikers conquering nature. But here is the devastating truth. Cliff bars are essentially candy bars with protein powder added. The Builder's Chocolate Peanut Butter Bar contains 17 grams of added sugar. That is almost the entire daily recommended limit for women in a single bar. The sugar comes from organic brown rice syrup, organic tapioca syrup, and organic cane syrup. 3 different syrups. The word organic does not change the fact that these are refined sugars that spike blood glucose. Brown rice syrup has a glycemic index of 98, higher than pure table sugar. The bar contains soy protein isolate as its primary protein source. Clif was sued in a class action lawsuit and settled for over $10 million. The plaintiffs alleged false advertising by marketing products as healthy while they contained significant amounts of added sugar. Consumer reviews describe Clif bars as tasting like candy with comparable sugar content to a Snickers bar. One nutritionist called them Snickers with a health halo. Number 4. Grenade Carb Killer. Grenade markets its bars as the guilt-free alternative to chocolate. Low sugar and high protein, as the packaging promises. But Grenade bars contain maltitol as their primary sweetener. The bars contain so much maltitol that the packaging warns excessive consumption may cause laxative effects. One bar apparently qualifies as excessive for many people. The bars also contain palm fat and palm kernel oil. Palm kernel oil is extracted using hexane solvents, the same petroleum-derived chemical used to extract soy protein isolate. The protein includes bovine collagen hydrolysate, again bulking out protein content without providing the amino acid profile people actually want for muscle building. Consumer reviews describe emergency bathroom situations after eating Grenade bars. Multiple reviews warn others to stay near a toilet after eating. One reviewer said the bars taste amazing, but the digestive consequences are not worth it. Number 5 is Aussie Body's Low Carb Bar. Aussie Bodies sounds like a quintessential Australian health brand. The name suggests local, trustworthy, body-positive nutrition. Aussie Bodies is owned by Vitaco, the same parent company that owns Musashi. The wholesome branding is marketing designed to capture health-conscious consumers. The bars contain soy protein isolate and are sweetened with a cocktail of polydextrose, maltitol, sorbitol, erythritol, and steviol glycosides, 5 different sweetening agents in one bar. Manufacturers use multiple sweeteners to achieve sweetness without sugar, while masking the chemical aftertastes each sweetener produces. The bars also contain mono and diglycerides of fatty acids as emulsifiers. Research has linked emulsifiers to gut inflammation and changes in gut bacteria composition. Consumer reviews describe an artificial, chemical taste and a strange lingering aftertaste that lasts for hours. Number 6. BSC High Protein Low Carb Bar. BSC has been operating since 1999 and it sponsors major sports teams. The High Protein Low Carb Bar promises serious nutrition for serious athletes, but the bar contains collagen peptides as a significant protein source. Collagen is low in leucine and the branched-chain amino acids that drive muscle protein synthesis. The bar contains soy protein isolate and soy protein crisps. Double soy. The processed industrial protein appears twice in the ingredient list. The chocolate coating contains vegetable fat, maltitol, and industrial emulsifiers, including additive 476. Consumer reviews report digestive issues similar to other maltitol-containing bars. Some note the protein comes from cheap sources rather than the quality whey you would expect from a premium sports nutrition brand. Number 7. Pure Protein Bar. Pure Protein positions itself as straightforward, no-nonsense protein. The chocolate coating is made from maltitol and fractionated palm kernel oil. Fractionated palm kernel oil is the most processed form of an already problematic oil. The fractionation process creates a shelf-stable, heavily processed fat. The bars contain hydrolyzed collagen and soy protein isolate, with maltitol syrup in both the coating and the interior. Double the digestive disaster potential. Consumer reviews describe the bars tasting like chemicals, with a waxy, artificial mouthfeel. One viral social media video showed blood glucose spiking significantly after eating a Pure Protein bar, despite low-carb marketing. Number 8. Carmen's Protein Bar. Carmen's positions itself as wholesome Australian snacking. The brand has built its reputation on muesli bars and healthy breakfast products, but the protein bars contain glucose syrup as a primary ingredient. Glucose is sugar. The bars contain soy protein isolate and soy protein crisps, with only around 10 grams of protein per bar, lower than most dedicated protein bars. The bars also contain golden syrup, another form of sugar. So we have glucose syrup plus golden syrup plus compound chocolates. Consumer reviews describe them as essentially muesli bars, with some protein powder added, very sweet and more like dessert than a protein bar. So what should you actually buy? First, RX Bar. The ingredient list is printed right on the front of the package. The ingredients are egg whites, dates, almonds, and cashews. That is essentially it. No maltitol, no sucralose, no soy protein isolate, no industrial emulsifiers. The protein comes from egg whites, providing a complete amino acid profile, including leucine for muscle protein synthesis. The sweetness comes entirely from dates, a whole food source. RxBR is available at Woolworths, Coles, and health food stores nationally. This is real food in bar form. Second, the Chief Collagen Protein Bar. Chief is an Australian company making protein bars from actual whole foods. Their bars contain grass-fed beef collagen, almond butter, and honey. No industrial protein isolates, no maltitol, and no artificial sweeteners. The ingredient lists are remarkably short and recognizable. These bars are available at health food stores and online retailers. How to identify quality protein bars. Check the protein sources. If soy protein isolate appears in the first few ingredients, the manufacturer is using cheap industrial protein. Avoid maltitol and maltitol syrup. If you see maltitol anywhere in the ingredient list, expect digestive consequences. Watch for multiple sweeteners. If a bar contains 3 or more sweetening agents, manufacturers are trying to mask chemical aftertastes. Check for palm kernel oil. Palm kernel oil requires industrial solvent extraction. Look for short ingredient lists. The best protein bars have 10 or fewer ingredients. Here's the bottom line. The Australian protein bar market has been quietly degraded by industrial ingredients marketed as health food. Brands that Australians trust have filled their bars with maltitol that destroys digestion, soy protein isolate processed with petroleum solvents, artificial sweeteners linked to gut disruption and metabolic dysfunction, collagen used to boost protein numbers without providing muscle-building amino acids, and palm kernel oil extracted using industrial chemicals. The marketing says high protein, low carb, healthy choice. The ingredient lists reveal industrial food products designed to hit nutrition panel numbers while minimizing manufacturing costs. You deserve to know what you are feeding your body. If this video helped you understand what is really in supermarket protein bars, hit the like button and share this with everyone who grabs a protein bar thinking they are making a healthy choice. Subscribe so you do not miss our next investigation. Ring that notification bell.